Hey, it's Niall. Welcome back to the channel. I quit my last job 14 years ago, been running my own business ever since, and I love investigating different ways to make money online. Shout out to Matthew, who emailed and asked if I could look into PDF Empire Builder by Ewan Davies. Here's the sales page. New system reveals how to start a remote PDF business that generates 3.5K per week in 2024. $3,500 per week. That got me intrigued. So I bought the training, two versions of it actually. I spent a few hours going through and researching everything and ended up with this 80-page Google Doc full of notes and screenshots. In this video, I'm going to tell you what PDF Empire Builder teaches you, what I like about the training, and what I don't like about it. And there are some big things I don't like. By the end of the video, you'll have a much better idea of what to expect from this training and if it's a good way for you to make money online. What did they actually teach you? What is the method here? So I've broken it down here. The training shows you how to make viral TikTok videos and get viewers to buy a PDF for about $14 you sell it for each PDF. That will help them solve a specific problem. So how to fix their relationship, how to get their baby to sleep, that kind of thing. They show you how to make your own viral TikTok videos and also give you 50,000 pre-made faceless videos you can use as a jumping off point. They show you how to create your own PDFs with AI, or you can use pre-made PDFs they provide. They show you how to create your own sales pages, or you can use their pre-made sales pages. Ewan breaks it down in one of the first videos in the training. I took a screenshot of it here. So basically this is your TikTok video. So someone sees that. That leads them to a sales page via a link in your bio. Then they go from the sales page to the checkout. They buy the PDF, that directs them to a thank you page, and they get a PDF by email, and you get paid. And I'll show you in a bit some examples of the type of PDFs that they give you and the type of videos, viral videos on TikTok that they're using to drive people to these sales pages. But first, let's get into what I actually like about this training. The first thing is Ewan Davies himself, the guy who created this training. This is his Instagram. He hasn't posted a lot on there recently, but he shows his earnings. You can see here through January 2024, £105,000. So he seems like the real deal, and he seems to know his stuff. Now I should note that there really are two different products here. I told you that I bought both of them. So you have the PDF method, which is $27. That kind of lays out everything for you, but it doesn't give you a lot of the done for you stuff like the videos and the PDFs that you can sell. It just more teaches you the theory. Whereas the PDF Empire Builder, that's the one that costs $247, and that gives you a lot of the stuff that it's all done for you, so you can just quickly get up and running and start making money. Now, I should say that while the pricing is pretty good, there are some additional costs that aren't really obvious when you sign up for this. So I'll get to them in a little bit. Next thing I like is the theory. So especially in this PDF method thing, they really lay out all the theory for you. I've gone through a lot of it here. I've marked some of these lessons as complete. I like the theory. It makes sense. I think this can work for a lot of people. So it's sound. It's not one of those things that they make it sound like it will work, but it won't actually work. This can work. I've seen student results showing that it does work. So the theory itself is pretty solid here. But in practice, some of the things they recommend that you do to implement the theory, we'll get to that in a bit, but that's not so great. Next thing I like related to the theory is just, it's pretty good training on the fundamentals. I especially like this lesson. I can't remember the guy's name who teaches this lesson. There he is, Blake Campbell. So I really thought this lesson was amazing. Really good on the fundamentals of how to go viral on TikTok. And the last thing I like is the success stories. I mean, people do seem to be getting results with this. I've screenshotted a few of them here. A few of these are on the sales page. This person just ended my first week at $800 in revenue. It doesn't say if they spent much money on ads or anything. You can spend money on ads to get results faster. This person, $284 in sales in the first full day of it being live. This person, first TikTok video, 600,000 views. Now, they didn't say if they turned any of that into revenue, but that's a pretty good start. First sale 2 minutes ago, and I only posted my first video on TikTok. This guy, I actually found him in the community, and he's continued to go on and make more and more money doing this. These testimonials we'll get back to in a bit. I don't believe these, but most of these actually seem legit and believable. People are making money doing this, so that's good. All right, what don't I like about the training? Well, the main thing is there's just a lot of unethical stuff in here. First example I'll give you is they recommend you generate the PDFs that you're going to sell. You generate those with AI. You generate fake experts with AI. You generate testimonials, fake testimonials with AI, and you pass them all off as legit. You're selling these as if an expert wrote this PDF. You should sign up or you should buy this and follow what it says. Now, you can go and fact check the PDFs. They even say you should do that. But if you're not an expert in the niche, how are you going to know if the information that you're selling is legit or not? So here's some examples. They're generating a sales page here with AI and basically making up an expert. I'm Marco Juhant. I've been working with kids for the past 40 years. This Marco person doesn't exist, but you're selling a product to help parents manage their kids with ADHD, and you're pretending you're an expert with 40 years of experience. So some people might be okay with that. That rubs me the wrong way. And if you sign up for the full course, they give you these ready-made PDFs and sales pages that you can use. These are some of the titles of the PDFs that you'd be selling, that you can sell. You don't have to sell these. You can actually write your own ebook if you want, your own PDF, or hire an expert to write a legit PDF and sell that. But these are the ones they give you. So this is what most people are going to try and sell, is this kind of stuff. I took some screenshots here. So the fertility reset, you know, you're getting into some dodgy territory there if you're trying to help women with their fertility, and it's all just AI generated content that's not fact checked, not written by an expert. You can even see the table of contents for this. It's pretty obviously AI. Acknowledge readers' struggles with infertility. Empathize with emotional pain and disappointment. It's pretty obviously AI in this one. This is one of the worst ones, I would say. And then, you know, you're sharing a quick story about Sarah, 34-year-old woman who came to me after trying to conceive for 18 months. I mean, if you're selling this, are you going to feel okay about pretending to be an expert on this topic and people are trusting what you have to say, even though it might not be something an expert would recommend? And then when you consider that they're basically telling you to create sales pages with AI generated testimonials, fake testimonials, it's really hard to trust the testimonials that they have on the sales page for this course. These kind of testimonials that aren't screenshots, there's a good chance that these are just generated by AI. I mean, if Ewan has basically made a load of money selling PDFs with fake testimonials, how am I to trust the testimonials he has on this page selling his course? And then just to show that I'm not the only one with these concerns, I found this in the community, a student here a few hours ago saying, I'm setting up the sales pages, I'm having trouble with all the made up information that it gives, such as reviews and the author's experience. Is it necessary to have all that since it's supposed to give the buyer confidence in what they are buying, but it is not true? Another thing I found in the training that would fit into the unethical/shady category is this, where they're telling you how to grow your TikTok account to 1,000 followers as fast as possible. And they're basically saying, find 90 posts within your niche that are getting a lot of likes, download those posts, download those videos, get rid of the watermark using this software, get rid of the metadata from the videos, so TikTok doesn't know that you've taken it from somebody else. And then you basically upload all those videos on your own account. So you're basically stealing people's content, other people's content that they've worked hard to create, posting it on your channel to try and get views and followers. Again, maybe you're okay with that, but me, not so much. Another issue I have along these lines is just the marketing for this training. I found it ironic that they have this at one stage saying, this offer does not expire. I don't sell using hype and I don't use marketing tricks or gimmicks to get you to buy it. But there's scarcity all over the place. They're basically saying, if you don't upgrade now, you'll never be able to upgrade at this price. But I upgraded much later at the one-time only price that was never to be repeated. So that was obviously bullshit. He's saying the price will soon increase. Maybe it will, but probably won't. So there's just a lot of stuff there that I consider somewhat shady marketing. Last thing on this point is they give you these 50,000 done for you videos if you sign up for the bigger course. Let me quickly show you some of those. So the idea with those videos is that you put your own text over those videos. You don't post them just as is. You put some kind of inspiring text or some quote over them so they are unique videos once you do that, once you add your own text. Then you upload them to TikTok. Apparently these really short videos with text do really well, tend to go viral, which sounds great in theory, but I did find someone in the community here saying I'm using those faceless reels and TikTok keeps flagging them as unoriginal, low quality content. How to navigate this problem? I'm not sure if that happens for everyone. This might just be one person is having that issue, but noteworthy that they posted that 5 days ago and they never received a reply. Next thing I didn't like are the additional costs for the training. I wouldn't say they're hidden costs, but these are things that aren't obvious when you sign up for the training. First of all, there's a software they recommend, which I think maybe Ewan owns or has some sort of partnership with, but you need this to host your sales pages. They give you a 2-week free trial of that, and then it's $47 a month, so it's not exactly cheap. Then you need to connect a domain to that software to host your sales pages. That's going to cost $10 to $15 per year. If you want to create your own AI generated content for the PDFs or the sales pages, you don't have to do that. But if you want to, then they recommend signing up for Claude.ai. There is a free version of that, but they recommend the $20 a month version. So assuming you're just using the done for you stuff and not creating your own PDFs, I like to work out like how much would this cost you over a 2-year period. And I worked it out to about $1,100 or so, which might be a lot of money, might not. If this actually works for you and you start making some good money from it, then that might be a pretty small expense. Still, I would consider this to be high as far as additional costs go. You can see this kind of scale we rated on there. Anything over $1,000 there, between $1,000 and $3,000 additional costs in the first 2 years, we would consider that high. And then hidden costs, I think they actually do a pretty good job of not hiding these costs. They do mention this on the sales page, in the FAQs and places like that. Except the PDF Ads Accelerator is an upsell course. They don't really push it, but that's inside the training. If you want to learn how to run ads to get more views on your videos and speed up the process, that's a whole other training that costs $397. And again, just those extra expenses of info engine for the sales pages and the domain, they're not hidden, but easy to miss those when you're signing up for the training. Next thing I didn't like is what they tell you about the time commitment, how much time you need to put into this. So they have it in the FAQ here on the sales page. You can start with as little as 20 minutes per day. I found that that's not really true. So just to get started, really to warm up your TikTok account, they say here that you should follow 10 to 15 accounts in your niche each day for the first 3 days, like and comment on 10 to 20 posts daily, save or bookmark content related to your topic, watch videos for at least 30 minutes a day, and use the favorite feature on videos related to your topic. So that's not creating any content. That's just engaging on TikTok so you actually can do better in the algorithm. I would say that warming up your account like that, engaging, creating the content, even though they do a lot of this stuff for you, but you still have to do some work here to actually put text over the videos and all that kind of stuff, set up your sales pages, and then posting your own content. I would think to make this work, you're going to need to spend like 60 to 90 minutes per day, maybe even more. So keep that in mind. 20 minutes a day, not realistic. The last thing I don't really like about this training is their 30-day guarantee. They are clear enough on it here that it is conditional. So you do need to apply what you learn. And if you don't get results within 30 days, shoot us an email and they refund your money and let you keep access to the training. But when you dig into the details, they have this page on their guarantee policy. You need to do a lot of stuff to be eligible for a refund. So you need to set up at least one sales page for a PDF product, and then you need to do one of these two things. You need to post at least 40 organic posts to promote your PDF. So that's 40 videos that you need to create. Basically, they've done some of the work for you, but you still need to do some of that work, or spend a minimum of $50 on ads to promote your PDF. That's probably an easier thing to do. But still, I doubt many people are going to qualify for this refund. And what I always like to see is top marks is we give for a refund policy where it's at least 30 days and no questions asked. Because sometimes you get into training like this, you think it sounds good, you sign up, and then you really get into what's involved and what the whole methodology is. And you're like, actually, that's not for me. really could happen with this training, because you can get into it and see that they're recommending you sell AI generated content, and you use all these kind of shady marketing techniques, and you're like, this isn't really what I thought it was. I'd like my money back. But now you can't get your money back unless you actually put those shady things into practice. So I'm going to dock it a few marks for this pretty bad refund policy. Before I get to my key takeaways for PDF Empire Builder, if you're finding this video helpful, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It only takes a second, but it really helps me reach more people here on YouTube and grow the channel. Also, if you're looking for ways to make money online, then check out the free ebook that I put out each month. This month's one is 45 business ideas for November 2024. They're all legit business ideas that I've researched and written up myself in the last few weeks. No AI generated content. And you can download it for free via the link in the description. I put out a new version of that ebook each month, so even if you're watching this video long after I published it, click the link in the description and you can download the latest edition. So, PDF Empire Builder by Ewan Davies. Can you really earn $3,500 a week by following this training? I'd say yes, that is possible, but to earn that much ASAP, you need to be okay with doing some shady stuff, such as selling non-fact-checked AI-generated content, pretending it was written by an expert, displaying fake testimonials, and maybe even stealing some content on TikTok to grow your channel faster. All that said, I do think the theory they teach in this course is solid. They show you what kind of content goes viral on TikTok and how to create those kinds of videos from scratch. You can use their sales page software to create an honest sales page with real testimonials, and you can create and sell an ebook written by an actual expert with fact-checked information that you can be proud of. So yeah, this system does work, but if you want to build a legit, long-lasting business this way, as always, you're going to have to invest a good bit of time and effort to make it happen. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions about this training in the comments.